eruption in a messy hallway. I used to be a victim of the maybe and the if, walking on the center of a narrow metal cliff. But I'm standing on the solid, the concrete of your hand, finding the direction that the weary spirit can understand. It's not an accidental or a heavy iron chance, but a deliberate motion in a quiet, private dance. Oh, you're always my choice, the singular and the clear, washing out the static of the separator, and fear. It's not a forced direction or a heavy social must, but the beautiful architecture of the honest and the trust. I'm picking you again in the center of the crowd, when the lonely voices are becoming far too loud. I've signed the declaration of the spirit and the skin, watching where our actual private days begin. I see the way the alternatives are fading into gray, matching the surrender of the separate hollow day. Every decision is a nectar, an effortless design, telling me the future is finally purely mine. They say that destiny is a primary thing, but I love the intention that you like to bring. A solitary frequency, a soft and steady aim, the only person I will ever care to name. Oh, you're always my choice, the singular and the clear, washing out the static of the separator, and fear. It's not a forced direction or a heavy social must, but the beautiful architecture of the honest and the trust. I'll cast my vote in the silence of the room, where the only flowers are the ones we let bloom.
We've been chasing the complex, the heavy and the grand, trying to build an empire on the shifting urban sand. I thought the meaning was a difficult and a distant thing, underneath the ceiling of the heavy copper wing. But it's stripped of the theater, the effortless and the thin, just the way your shoulder meets the surface of my skin. A beautiful reduction, a soul deep and a soft start that opens up the windows of my heavy, quiet heart. Oh, it's returning simply to us in the center of the still, ignoring the demands of a frantic urban will. A melodies devotion, a rhythmic release, giving my heavy spirit a permanent peace. We don't need the audience or the heavy iron praise. Inside the territory of our quiet, private days, I'm finding the logic in the honest and the true. Inside the tiny universe of being here with you, I see the way the clutter is dissolving in the light, turning every shadow into something vivid and so right. Every breath is a treasure, an effortless design, telling me that everything is finally purely mine. They say that expansion is a primary thing, but I love the focus that you like to bring. A permanent wavelength, subtle and so free. The only direction I ever wanna be. Oh, it's returning simply to us in the center of the still, ignoring the demands of a frantic urban will. A melodies devotion, a rhythmic release, giving my heavy spirit a permanent peace. I'll leave the complications to the world outside the door and rest my weight upon the steady wooden floor. I used to be a ghost in my own private hall, keeping every emotion pinned against the outer wall. Afraid of the immersion, the heavy liquid weight, living on the edges of a separate hollow fate. But then you reached a hand through the surface of the glass, watching all the caution and the hollow hours pass. I'm letting the humidity of your spirit take hold inside the territory where the stories are told. Oh, I'm deeply into this, in the marrow and the vein, leaving all the safety of the dry and urban plain. It's a long distance plunge into a velvet kind of dark, following the rhythm of your single golden spark. I'm over my head and I've lost the need for air, finding every answer in the quiet that we share. No more shallow breathing in the separate cold end, when I'm sinking in the logic that I no longer defend. I see the way the light is changing color in the deep, matching every secret that I finally wanna keep. Every ripple is a texture, an effortless design, telling me the universe is finally purely mine. They say that perspective is a vital human thing, but I love the obsession that you like to bring. A permanent frequency, a soft and steady flow, the only destination that I ever wanna know. Oh, I'm deeply into this, in the marrow and the vein, leaving all the safety of the dry and urban plain. It's a long distance plunge into a velvet kind of dark, following the rhythm of your single golden spark. I'll stay within the pressure of the honest and the true, until the salt and the silver are all that I do. Sequence of the clinical and the pale. I was just a passenger inside a heavy iron veil, keeping every action on the surface of the glass, watching all the empty and the hollow minutes pass. But you said a syllable, a effortless and soft word, the most beautiful vibration that I've ever purely heard. Now the color is rising from the center of my chest, finding in the heat a permanent and steady rest. Oh, it's a crimson blush fever on the skin, watching where the actual private days begin. A thermal transformation, a rhythmic and a soft glow, watching how the natural quiet embers grow. It's not a shy retreat or a temporary grave fear, but the vivid evidence that you are standing near. I'm painted with the energy of your private grace, finding my direction in your steady, quiet face. I see the way the mercury is starting to ascend, leaving all the versions that I no longer defend. Every pigment is a treasure, effortless design, telling me that everything is finally purely mine. They say that composure is a primary thing, but I love the intensity that you like to bring. A permanent wavelength, a soft and steady fire, the only destination of my honest, quiet desire.
to think that distance was a solid iron wall, measuring the spaces in the center of the hall, keeping every motion in a calculated line inside the territory where the minutes were only mine. But you introduced attention, an effortless and soft way, changing every orbit of my separate hollow fate. I'm leaning off the center, I'm tilting in the dark, following the rhythm of your single golden spark. Oh, it's a magnetic sweep pull, the silver and the deep, inside a promise that I'm finally happy to keep. An invisible kinesis, a rhythmic and a soft draw, the most perfect surrender that I ever purely saw. I'm anchored in the logic of your private steady grace, finding my direction in your honest quiet face. No more running from the gravity or the effort and the awe, when I'm falling for the only law I ever purely saw. I see the way the compass is spinning in the glow, watching how the natural quiet embers grow. Every inch of proximity is a beautiful design, telling me the future is finally purely mine. They say that autonomy is a primary thing, but I love the entanglement that you like to bring, a permanent frequency, a soft and steady tie, the only way I ever want to live or wanna die. Oh, it's a magnetic sweep pull, the silver and the deep, inside a promise that I'm finally happy to keep. An invisible kinesis, a rhythmic and a soft draw, the most perfect surrender that I ever purely saw. I'll let the poles align until the static disappears, leaving all the logic of the separate lonely years.
The world outside the window is a theater of the loud, trading every secret for a shadow in the crowd. I used to keep my theories in a separate iron box, bolted with the heavy and the artificial locks. But the friction is dissolving in the velvet of the sheet, making every fraction of our history feel sweet. I'm whispering the versions of the maybe and the why underneath the ceiling of the indigo and deep sky. the honest and the thin, stripping off the armor of the artificial skin. A horizontal confession, a rhythmic and a soft hum, watching how the liquid parts of our spirit become. It's not a grand performance or a heavy social stage, but the secret writing on our own private page. I'm listening to the syllables, the laughter and the sigh, finding every answer in the orbit of your eye. I see the way the laundry is a landscape in the dark, matching the vibration of our single golden spark. Every murmur is a nectar, a effortless design, telling me the future is finally purely mine. They say that articulation is a primary thing, but I love the transparency that you like to bring. A permanent frequency, a soft and steady ring, the only story that I ever wanna sing. Oh, it's a shared pillow talk, the honest and the thin, stripping off the armor of the artificial skin. A horizontal confession, a rhythmic and a soft hum, watching how the liquid parts of our spirit become. I'll let the words float until they settle in the seams of the only fabric that can hold our quiet dreams. I've been wearing armor made of obsidian and glass, watching all the magic and the mystery purely pass. I was a student of the friction and the heavy urban grid inside the territory where the lonely statues sit. But your hand is a revelation, a effortless and soft lace, washing out the static from my weary quiet face. It's a textile revolution, a rhythmic and a deep thrum, watching how the liquid parts of my spirit become. Oh, it's a velvet skin touch, the texture and the heat, turning every bitter part of my history so sweet. A surface level miracle, a soul deep and a soft start that opens up the windows of my heavy quiet heart. I'm redefined by the logic of your honest private palm, finding in your presence a permanent and steady calm. No more flinching from the shadow or the separate urban glare, when I'm safe within the fabric of the quiet that we share. I see the way the tension is starting to dissolve, matching every problem that we no longer need to solve. Every vibration is a nectar, a effortless design, telling me the universe is finally purely mine. They say that sensitivity is a dangerous thing, but I love the vulnerability that you like to bring. A permanent frequency, a soft and steady man, the only destination that I no longer defend. Oh, it's a velvet skin touch, the texture and the heat, turning every bitter part of my history so sweet. A surface level miracle, a soul deep and a soft star that opens up the windows of my heart. I'll let the softness linger like a ghost upon the skin, where the real part of our story will finally begin.
The world was a cacophony, a heavy urban noise. I was just a shadow, losing every bit of poise, trying to find the tempo in the ordinary glare, breathing in the center of the separate urban air. But you tapped a frequency, a effortless and soft beat, making every fraction of our history feel sweet. Now the gears are clicking in a soul deep, and a clear start that opens up the windows of my heavy, quiet heart. Oh, it's a divine rhythm sync, the marrow and the tone inside a territory that is purely our own. A melodic alignment, a rhythmic and a soft thrum, watching how the liquid parts of our spirit become. I'm vibrating in the logic of your honest private skin, watching where the actual private days begin. No more separate channels or the hollow urban flare, when I'm breathing in the center of the music that we share. I see the way the static is dissolving in the heat, turning every bitter part of my history so sweet. Every pulse is a nectar, a effortless design, telling me the universe is finally purely mine. They say that regularity is a primary thing, but I love the unison that you like to bring. A permanent wavelength, a soft and steady bond, the only destination of which I am purely fond. Oh, it's notes, a divine rhythm sync, the marrow and the tone inside a territory that is purely our own. A melodic alignment, a rhythmic and a soft thrum, watching how the liquid parts of our spirit become. Keep the metronome locked within your quiet grace, the only resonance I need inside this steady space.
I was a winter landscape, a clinical and dry floor, waiting for a reason to open up the silver door. I kept the seeds hidden in the center of the cold, inside a library where the stories were never told. But you brought the humidity, effortless and soft rain, washing out the static of the separate urban pain. Now there's a movement, a rhythmic and a soft green, touching every part of me that's never been purely seen. Oh, it's the purest desire bloom, the petal and the light, turning every shadow into something vivid and so right. A natural expansion, a soul deep and a clear start that opens up the windows of my heavy, quiet heart. I'm opening the boundaries to the honest and the true, finding the only energy inside of being with you. No more frozen gardens or the heavy iron frost, when I'm finding every color that I thought was surely lost. I see the way the amber light is dancing in the room, being the only flower in the winter heavy gloom. Every syllable is a nectar, a effortless design, telling me the future is finally purely mine. They say that moderation is a primary thing, but I love the intensity that you like to bring. A permanent frequency, a soft and steady growth, the only destination that is sacred to us both. Oh, it's the purest desire bloom, the petal and the light, turning every shadow into something vivid and so right. A natural expansion, a soul deep and a clear start that opens up the windows of my heart. I'll let the fragrance settle in the center of the air, anchored in the beauty of the quiet that we share. I was walking on a single narrow urban line, believing every coordinate was purely and only mine, searching for a meaning in the gray and static crowd, inside the territory where the hollow noise is loud. But the geometry was shifting with the effortless and soft hand, finding every secret that the others couldn't understand. The moment that our shadows met upon the silver floor, I forgot the reason why I wanted anything more. Oh, it's a faded path across the angle and the soul, relinquishing the need for the separate iron control. A cosmic intersection, a soul deep and a clear start that opens up the windows of my heavy, quiet heart. I'm redefining every map and every separate lonely road, finding the only frequency that my spirit ever rode. No more wandering the hallways of the maybe or the if, when I'm standing on the solid of our own private cliff. Are merging into one, walking in the energy of our private steady sun. Every intersection is a treasure, effortless design, telling me the future is finally purely mine. They say that coincidence is a primary thing, but I love the inevitability that you like to bring. A permanent wavelength, a soft and steady tie, the only way I ever want to live or want to die. Oh, it's a faded path across the angle and the soul, relinquishing the need for the separate iron control. A cosmic intersection, a soul deep and a clear start that opens up the windows of my heart. I let the old direction scatter in the winter heavy wind, where the real part of our story has finally truly pinned.
The world is getting humid in the center of the still, ignoring the demands of a frantic urban will. I see the tiny droplets on the surface of the glass, watching all the empty and the hollow minutes pass. Your breath is like a nectar, a effortless and soft mist, finding every secret that the weary world has missed. It's a liquid salutation, a soul deep and a clear start that opens up the windows of my heavy, quiet heart. It's a morning dew kiss, the silver and icy storm or a sudden iron flare, but the gentle condensation in the electricity we share. I see the way the garden is beginning to revive, feeling for the first time so purely and so alive. Every sparkle is a treasure, a effortless design, telling me that everything is finally purely mine. They say that evaporation is a primary thing, but I love the humidity that you like to bring, a permanent wavelength, a soft and steady glow, the only destination that I ever want to know. Oh, it's a morning dew kiss, the silver and the clear, washing out the static of the separate urban fear. A delicate immersion, a rhythmic and a soft touch. I didn't think a single second could ever matter so much. I'll stay within the moisture until the sun begins to climb, finding the only version of a perfect steady time.
I used to be a temple made of cold and hollow stone, watching every shadow as I sat here all alone. The altar was empty, the air was thin and dry, underneath the ceiling of a separate urban sky. But you struck a vibration in the center of the dark, without a violent friction or a heavy iron spark. Now there's a quiet furnace, a effortless and soft heat, making every fraction of my history feel sweet. Oh, it's a sacred inner fire, the blue and the deep inside, a promise that I'm finally happy to keep. A spiritual combustion, a rhythmic and a soft glow, watching how the natural quiet embers grow. I'm warming my spirit at the honest and the true, finding the only energy inside of being with you. No more shivering in the center of the separate urban glare, when I'm anchored in the temperature of the magic that we share. I see the way the incense is a silver tinted line, matching the vibration of what is finally purely mine. Every flicker is a nectar, a soul deep and a clear start that opens up the windows of my heavy, quiet heart. They say that passion is a fleeting, ghost-like thing, but I love the consistency that you like to bring. A permanent frequency, a soft and steady flame. The only person I will ever care to name. Oh, it's a sacred inner fire, the blue and the deep inside. I promise that I'm finally happy to keep a spiritual combustion, a rhythmic and a soft glow, watching how the natural quiet embers grow. I'll keep the hearth guarded with the logic of your grace, the only light I need inside this quiet, steady space. I've been a collector of the common and the cold, inside a territory where the weary stories are told, walking through a gallery of the artificial glass, watching all the empty and the hollow minutes pass. But you arrive like an oxygen, effortless and soft air, finding every secret that the others couldn't share. You're a singular frequency, a soul deep and a clear start that opens up the windows of my heavy, quiet heart. Oh, you're a rare kind spirit, the silver and the true, leaving all the versions of the maybe and the blue. It's an exceptional vibration, a riffing and a soft hold, finding in our silence all the silver and the gold. I'm anchored in the logic of your honest private grace, finding my identity in your steady quiet face. No more searching for the replicas or the separate urban glare, when I'm breathing in the center of the magic that we share. I see the way the others are ecstatic on the screen, compared to the vibration of the beauty we have seen. Every syllable is a nectar, effortless design, telling me the future is finally purely mine. They say that consistency is a primary thing, but I love the authenticity that you like to bring. A permanent wavelength, a soft and steady touch,
the only way I ever want to live or want to die. Oh, you're a rare kind spirit, the silver and the true, leaving all the versions of the maybe and the blue. It's an exceptional vibration, a rhythmic and a soft hold, finding in our silence all the silver and the gold. I'll stay within the radius of the honest and the few, where the only definition of the world is you. Let my hands hang heavy by my side, like a restless anchor in a solitary tide, afraid of the connection and the heat of another palm, living in a clinical and a separate kind of calm. But you reached across the static with an effortless design, interlocking every single finger into mine. It's a beautiful enclosure, a soul deep and a soft pull, making every hollow part of my spirit feel so full. Tender grip tight, the muscle and the skin, watching where the actual private days begin. A manual devotion, a rhythmic and a soft hold, finding in your knuckles all the silver and the gold. I'm anchored in the logic of your honest private grace, finding my direction in your steady, quiet face. No more drifting in the orbit of the cold and empty space, when I'm locked within the safety of this tiny, steady place. See the way the shadows are merging in the room, being the only flower in the winter heavy gloom. Every pressure is a nectar, a effortless design, telling me the future is finally purely mine. That independence is a primary thing, but I love the belonging that you like to bring, a permanent frequency, a soft and steady tide, the only way I ever want to live or want to die. Tender grip tight, finding in your knuckles all the silver and the gold. I'll let the circulation fade into a single throne, watching how the liquid parts of our spirit become. The light is getting heavy, effortless and soft bronze, matching every vibration that the weary spirit wants. I see the shadows stretching on the surface of the wall, inside the architecture of our private study call. It's not a verbal contract or a heavy iron seal, but the quiet resonance of the way we purely feel. I'm looking at the color of the honest and the true, finding every answer in the orbit of you. Oh, it's a golden hour vow, the amber and the deep inside, a promise that I'm finally happy to keep. A solar intersection, a rhythmic and a soft hold, finding in our silence all the silver and the gold. I'm anchored in the logic of your private steady grace, finding my identity in your honest quiet face. No more searching for the omens in the separate urban glare, when I'm breathing in the center of the magic that we share. I see the way the dust is dancing in the copper light, turning every shadow into something vivid and so right. Every flicker is a nectar, a effortless design, telling me the future is finally purely mine. They say that duration is a primary thing, but I love the eternity that you like to bring. A permanent frequency, a soft and steady flame, the only person I will ever care to name. Oh, it's a golden hour vow, the amber and the deep inside, a promise that I'm finally happy to keep. A solar intersection, a rhythmic and a soft hold, finding in our silence all the silver and the gold. I'll let the bronze dissolve into the indigo and blue, while I stay right here in the center of the truth.
There's a texture of the abrasive and the cold, demanding every secret and the stories to be told. I was walking through the static with my fingers tightly curled against the heavy friction of an ordinary world. But you opened up the boundary with the effortless and soft hand, finding every secret that the others couldn't understand. The temperature is rising in the center of the grip, inside the territory where the separate hours slip. Oh, it's a radiant palm hold, the muscle and the light, turning every shadow into something vivid and so right. A manual conduction, a rhythmic and a soft thrum, watching how the liquid parts of our spirit become. I'm anchored in the logic of your honest private skin, watching where the actual private days begin. It's not a forced connection or a heavy iron tie, but the solar magnetism underneath the indigo sky. I see the way the lines are merging in the amber glow, watching how the natural quiet embers grow. Every pressure is a nectar, a soul deep and a clear start that opens up the windows of my heavy quiet heart. They say that touch is a fleeting human thing, but I love the eternity that you like to bring. A permanent frequency, a soft and steady mend, the only destination that I no longer defend. Oh, it's a radiant palm hold, the muscle and the light, turning every shadow into something vivid and so right. A manual conduction, a rhythmic and a soft thrum, watching how the liquid parts of our spirit become. I'll let the warmth travel until the edges disappear, held within the circle of everything that's here.
I used to be a fortress made of cold and hollow stone, guarding every secret that I sat here with alone. The gates were all bolted, the windows were all tied, but your silence was nectar, a effortless sense of pool, making every hollow part of my spirit feel so full. I'm lowering the drawbridge and the heavy silver keys, watching how the natural quiet emotion sees. Oh, it's a wholehearted true yield, the spirit and the skin, watching where the actual private days begin. A total relocation of the marrow and the tone inside a territory that is purely our own. I'm handing over the map and the heavy iron control, finding the only sanctuary in the center of your soul. No more separate territory or the separate urban pride. When I'm ready for the gravity of the deepening tide. I see the way the boundary is dissolving in the heat, making every fraction of our history feel sweet. Every surrender is a treasure, an effortless design, telling me the future is finally purely mine. They say that art on me is a primary thing, but I love the belonging that you like to bring. A permanent wavelength, a soft and steady bond, the only destination of which I am purely fond. Oh, it's a wholehearted true yield, the spirit and the skin, watching where the actual private days begin. A total relocation of the marrow and the tone inside a territory that is purely our own. I'll let the armor rust beneath the shelter of your name, forgotten how to play the separate lonely urban game. The flavor of the bitter and the gray, matching every rhythm of the separate hollow day. I was imagine how the liquid parts of my spirit become. Oh, it's an endless honey sip, the golden and the sweet, turning every fraction of my history so sweet. Of it's just devotion, a soul deep and a soft start that opens up the windows of my heavy, quiet heart. I'm saturated with the energy of your private grace, finding my direction in your steady, quiet face. No more running from the beauty or the effort and the awe, the most perfect surrender that I ever purely saw. I see the way the amber light is dancing on the glass, watching all the empty and the hollow minutes pass. Every droplet is a treasure, a effortless design, telling me the universe is finally purely mine. They say that indulgence is a dangerous thing, but I love the nourishment that you like to bring. A permanent frequency, a soft and steady flow, the only destination that I ever want to know. Oh, it's an endless honey sip, the golden and the sweet, turning every fraction of my history so sweet. Of it's just devotion, a soul deep and a soft start that opens up the windows of my heart. I'll stay within the sweetness till the crystal starts to form, finding in the center a shelter from the storm.
I was a scholar of the hollow and the missing edge, living on the center of a narrow wooden ledge. My life was a collection of the almost and the near, inside the territory of the separate urban fear. I had 1,000 fragments scattered on the floor, searching for the logic of a heavy silver door. But you arrive with the angle and the effortless design that match the jagged orbit of this spirit of mine. Oh, it's the final piece found, the effortless and soft fit, finding every shadow where the lonely feelings sit. A geometric miracle, a soul deep and a clear start that closes up the windows of my heavy, quiet heart. I'm redefined by tree of being here with you, discovering the versions of the honest and the true. No more looking at the box or the maybe or the why. Underneath the ceiling of the vast and indigo sky, I see the way the pattern is starting to appear, washing out the texture of the separate urban fear. Every intersection is a nectar, an effortless design, telling me the future is finally purely mine. They say that completion is a fleeting, ghost-like thing, but I love the stability that you like to bring, a permanent wavelength, a soft and steady lock, the only vibration that can stop the heavy clock. Oh, it's the final piece found, the effortless and soft fit, finding every shadow where the lonely feelings sit. A geometric miracle, a soul deep and a clear start that closes up the windows of my heart. I'll let the picture settle in the center of the frame, forgotten how to play the separate, lonely urban game. I used to listen to the silence as a hollow thing inside the territory where the lonely echoes ring, watching every second on the clock's metallic face, before I found the architecture of your steady grace. But now I'm placing fingers on the hollow of your wrist, finding every vibration that the weary world has missed. It's a rhythmic revelation, an effortless and soft throne, watching how the liquid parts of my spirit become. Oh, I'm adoring every pulse, the heavy and the deep inside. A promise that I'm finally happy to keep. It's not a temporary wave or a short-term urban heat, but the constant lubrication making every movement sweet. I'm syncopated with the logic of your honest private skin, watching where the real part of our history will begin. A visceral devotion, a soul deep and a clear start that opens up the windows of my heavy, quiet heart. I see the way the dust is dancing in the electric blue, turning every shadow into something vivid and so new. Every vibration is a nectar, an effortless design, telling me the universe is finally purely mine. They say that regularity is a primary thing, but I love the intimacy that your rhythm likes to bring. A permanent frequency, a soft and steady drive, the only evidence that I am purely alive. Oh, I'm adoring every pulse, the heavy and the deep inside. A promise that I'm finally happy to keep. It's not a temporary wave or a short-term urban heat, but the constant lubrication making every movement sweet. I'll let the internal engine run until the wires burn, counting every beat that my spirit had to learn.
A sequence of the random and the stray, throwing every option in a messy, hollow way. I used to be a victim of the maybe and the if, walking on the center of a narrow metal cliff, but I'm standing on the solid, the concrete of your hand, finding the direction that the weary spirit can understand. It's not an accidental or a heavy iron chance, but a deliberate motion in a quiet, private dance. Oh, you're always my choice, the singular and the clear, washing out the static of the separate urban fear. It's not a forced direction or a heavy social must, but the beautiful architecture of the honest and the trust. I'm picking you again in the center of the crowd, when the lonely voices are becoming far too loud. I've signed the declaration of the spirit and the skin, watching where our actual private days begin. I see the way the alternatives are fading into gray, matching the surrender of the separate hollow day. Every decision is a nectar, an effortless design, telling me the future is finally purely mine. They say that destiny is a primary thing, but I love the intention that you like to bring. A solitary frequency, a soft and steady aim, the only person I will ever care to name. Oh, you're but the beautiful architecture of the honest and the trust. I'll cast my vote in the silence of the room, where the only flowers are the ones we let bloom.
We've been chasing the complex, the heavy and the grand, trying to build an empire on the shifting urban sand. I thought the meaning was a difficult and a distant thing. Underneath the ceiling of the heavy copper wing, but it's stripped of the theater, the effortless and the thin, just the way your shoulder meets the surface of my skin. A beautiful reduction, a soul deep and a soft start that opens up the windows of my heavy, quiet heart. Oh, it's returning simply to us in the center of the still, ignoring the demands of a frantic urban will, a mentalist devotion, a rhythmic release, giving my heavy spirit a permanent peace. We don't need the audience or the heavy iron praise. Inside the territory of our quiet, private days, I'm finding the logic in the honest and the true. Inside the tiny universe of being here with you, I see the way the clutter is dissolving in the light, turning every shadow into something vivid and so right. Every breath is a treasure, an effortless design, telling me that everything is finally purely mine. They say that expansion is a primary thing, but I love the focus that you like to bring, a permanent wavelength, subtle and so free, the only direction I ever wanna be. Oh, it's returning simply to us in the center of the still, ignoring the demands of a frantic urban will, a mentalist devotion, a rhythmic release, giving my heavy spirit a permanent peace. I'll leave the complications to the world outside the door and rest my weight upon the steady wooden floor. keeping every emotion pinned against the outer wall. Afraid of the immersion, the heavy liquid weight, living on the edges of a separate hollow fate. But then you reached a hand through the surface of the glass, watching all the caution and the hollow hours pass. I'm letting the humidity of your spirit take hold inside the territory where the stories are told. Oh, I'm deeply into this, in the marrow and the vein, leaving all the safety of the dry and urban plain. It's a long distance plunge into a velvet kind of dark, following the rhythm of your single golden spark. I'm over my head and I've lost the need for air, finding every answer in the quiet that we share. No more shallow breathing in the separate cold air, when I'm sinking in the logic that I no longer defend. I see the way the light is changing color in the deep, matching every secret that I finally want to keep. Every ripple is a texture, an effortless design, telling me the universe is finally purely mine. They say that perspective is a vital human thing, but I love the obsession that you like to bring. A permanent frequency, a soft and steady flow, the only destination that I ever wanna know. Oh, I'm deeply into this, in the marrow and the vein, leaving all the safety of the dry and urban plain. It's a long distance plunge into a velvet kind of dark, following the rhythm of your single golden spark. I'll stay within the pressure of the honest and the true, until the salt and the silver are all that I do. Sequence of the clinical and the pale. I was just a passenger inside a heavy iron veil, keeping every action on the surface of the glass, watching all the empty and the hollow minutes pass. But you said a syllable, a effortless and soft word, the most beautiful vibration that I've ever purely heard. Now the color is rising from the center of my chest, finding in the heat a permanent and steady rest.
a crimson blush fever on the skin, watching where the actual private days begin. A thermal transformation, a rhythmic and a soft glow, watching how the natural quiet embers grow. It's not a shy retreat or a temporary grave fear, but the vivid evidence that you are standing near. I'm painted with the energy of your private grace, finding my direction in your steady, quiet face. I see the way the mercury is starting to ascend, leaving all the versions that I no longer defend. Every pigment is a treasure, effortless design, telling me that everything is finally purely mine. They say that composure is a primary thing, but I love the intensity that you like to bring. A permanent wavelength, a soft and steady fire, the only destination of my honest, quiet desire. Oh, it's a crimson blush fever on the skin, watching where the actual private days begin. A thermal transformation, a rhythmic and a soft glow, watching how the natural quiet embers grow. I'll let the temperature stay until the silver melts away, and the only shade of red that I ever want to stay. I used to think that distance was a solid iron wall, measuring the spaces in the center of the hall, keeping every motion in a calculated line inside the territory where the minutes were only mine. But you introduced attention, an effortless and soft way, changing every orbit of my separate hollow fate. I'm leaning off the center, I'm tilting in the dark, following the rhythm of your single golden spark. Oh, it's a magnetic sweep, pull the silver and the deep, inside a promise that I'm finally happy to keep. An invisible kinesis, a rhythmic and a soft draw, the most perfect surrender that I ever purely saw. I'm anchored in the logic of your private steady grace, finding my direction in your honest quiet face. No more running from the gravity or the effort and the awe, when I'm falling for the only law I ever purely saw. I see the way the compass is spinning in the glow, watching how the natural quiet embers grow. Every inch of proximity is a beautiful design, telling me the future is finally purely mine. They say that autonomy is a primary thing, but I love the entanglement that you like to bring. A permanent frequency, a soft and steady tie. The only way I ever want to live or wanna die. Oh, it's a magnetic sweep pull, the silver and the deep. Inside a promise that I'm finally happy to keep. An invisible kinesis, a rhythmic and a soft draw. The most perfect surrender that I ever purely saw. Let the poles align until the static disappears, leaving all the logic of the separate lonely
Outside the window is a theater of the loud, trading every secret for a shadow in the crowd. I used to keep my theories in a separate iron box, bolted with the heavy and the artificial locks. But the friction is dissolving in the velvet of the sheet, making every fraction of our history feel sweet. I'm whispering the versions of the maybe and the why underneath the ceiling of the indigo and deep sky. Oh, it's a shared pillow talk, the honest and the thin, stripping off the armor of the artificial skin. A horizontal confession, a rhythmic and a soft hum, watching how the liquid parts of our spirit become. It's not a grand performance or a heavy social stage, but the secret writing on our own private page. I'm listening to the syllables, the laughter and the sigh, finding every answer in the orbit of your eye. I see the way the laundry is a landscape in the dark, matching the vibration of our single golden spark. Every murmur is a nectar, a effortless design, telling me the future is finally purely mine. They say that articulation is a primary thing, but I love the transparency that you like to bring. A permanent frequency, a soft and steady ring, the only story that I ever wanna sing. Oh, it's a shared pillow talk, the honest and the thin, stripping off the armor of the artificial skin. A horizontal confession, a rhythmic and a soft hum, watching out I've been wearing armor made of obsidian and glass, watching all the magic and the mystery purely pass. I was a student of the friction and the heavy urban grid inside the territory where the lonely statues sit. But your hand is a revelation, a effortless and soft lace, washing out the static from my weary quiet face. It's a textile revolution, a rhythmic and a deep thrum, watching how the liquid parts of my spirit become. Oh, it's a velvet skin touch, the texture and the heat, turning every bitter part of my history so sweet. A surface level miracle, a soul deep and a soft start that opens up the windows of my heavy quiet heart. I'm redefined by the logic of your honest private palm, finding in your presence a permanent and steady calm. No more flinching from the shadow or the separate urban glare, when I'm safe within the fabric of the quiet that we share. I see the way the tension is starting to dissolve, matching every problem that we no longer need to solve. Every vibration is a nectar, a effortless design, telling me the universe is finally purely mine. They say that sensitivity is a dangerous thing, but I love the vulnerability that you like to bring. A permanent frequency, a soft and steady mend, the only destination that I no longer defend. Oh, it's a velvet skin touch, the texture and the heat, turning every bitter part of my history so sweet. A surface level miracle, a soul deep and a soft start that opens up the windows of my heart. I'll let the softness linger like a ghost upon the skin, where the real part of our story will finally begin.
The world was a cacophony, a heavy urban noise. I was just a shadow, losing every bit of poise, trying to find the tempo in the ordinary glare. breathing in the center of the separate urban air. But you tapped a frequency, a effortless and soft beat, making every fraction of our history feel sweet. Now the gears are clicking in a soul deep, and a clear start that opens up the windows of my heavy, quiet heart. Oh, it's a divine rhythm sync, the marrow and the tone inside a territory that is purely our own. A melodic alignment, a rhythmic and a soft thrum, watching how the liquid parts of our spirit become. I'm vibrating in the logic of your honest private skin, watching where the actual private days begin. No more separate channels or the hollow urban flare when I'm breathing in the center of the music that we share. I see the way the static is dissolving in the heat, turning every bitter part of my history so sweet. Every pulse is a nectar, a effortless design, telling me the universe is finally purely mine. They say that regularity is a primary thing, but I love the unison that you like to bring. A permanent wavelength, a soft and steady bond, the only destination of which I am purely fond. Oh, it's a divine rhythm sync, the marrow and the tone inside a territory that is purely our own. A melodic alignment, a rhythmic and a soft thrum, watching how the liquid parts of our spirit become. Keep the metronome locked within your quiet grace, the only resonance I need inside this steady space.
I was a winter landscape, a clinical and dry floor, waiting for a reason to open up the silver door. I kept the seeds hidden in the center of the cold, inside a library where the stories were never told. But you brought the humidity, effortless and soft rain, washing out the static of the separate urban pain. Now there's a movement, a rhythmic and a soft green, touching every part of me that's never been purely seen. Oh, it's the purest desire bloom, the petal and the light, turning every shadow into something vivid and so right. A natural expansion, a soul deep and a clear start that opens up the windows of my heavy, quiet heart. I'm opening the boundaries to the honest and the true, finding the only energy inside of being with you. No more frozen gardens or the heavy iron frost, when I'm finding every color that I thought was surely lost. I see the way the amber light is dancing in the room, being the only flower in the winter heavy gloom. Every syllable is a nectar, a effortless design, telling me the future is finally purely mine. They say that moderation is a primary thing, but I love the intensity that you like to bring. A permanent frequency, a soft and steady growth, the only destination that is sacred to us both. Oh, it's the purest desire bloom, the petal and the light, turning every shadow into something vivid and so right. A natural expansion, a soul deep and a clear start that opens up the windows of my heart. I'll let